You can't make this stuff up, from a parrot dropping an F-bomb to a fireman trying to rescue it to peeing in public in Paris, peeving people off, especially women. D'vora Charness here with the weirdest headlines of the week that do not involve a Kardashian.
They do not, unfortunately.
All right, so this is a great segment. I'm looking at these items and it's unbelievable.
Honestly, I was like a little nervous to do this segment at first, and then once I started looking into it, I was like, oh my God, you can't make this stuff up.
All right, what? Urinals in the middle of Paris along the Seine?
Paris, the city of love with its beautiful architecture, beautifully dressed people, and now 4 public urinals that are these big, ugly, red boxes that you see here on your screen. They're horrible. I mean,
but they're people on the boat are looking at it. What?
So the city says that they put them, they strategically place them, the 4 of them. They even have plans for a 5th one, in places where public urination is a
Sorry, the sign on the
Sorry. So they put them there in places that public urination is a problem. Of course, the residents of Paris are not at all happy with this idea because A, it's super ugly. B, look at these huge signs that they have. They're big red boxes, but the city says that they're very eco-friendly. There's even something so that there will be no smell, like there's no odor from person to person. And apparently this isn't even the first time that Paris had these public urinals. It even dates back to the 1800s when people like salesmen would go from city to city and they would need, like, you know, pit stops. Yeah. And then they got rid of, they got rid of them because more women started entering the workforce, and there was, you know,
complaints.
If a woman goes to a public urinal, that's where the whole porta potty system came about.
This is not something I want to watch. Okay, now this is also an interesting novel Madame Tussauds experience.
Yes, Madame Tussauds, she's known for her lovely wax figures all over the world, especially in New York City, but now Madame Tussauds in Berlin unveiled this week an actor wearing a silicone mask of Trump, dancing to one of ABBA's hit songs, Money, 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 and punching a punching bag with Angela Merkel's face on it. So, again,
that doesn't look so real. He's a lot shorter than Trump.
Yes.
So how did they make him, the actor, look so Trump-like?
So basically, Donald Trump had his first wax figure ever in 1997 for the New York Museum, and it took 9 people in more than 2 months to make the silicone mask now and it has real hair. So it still took a while to get it, like, perfect, but the fact that it's like a live action actor, like, you know what I mean? It's so different than the Madame Tussauds that you see like in New York City, for example.
It's like freaky to look at. Okay, well, this is a good one.
This is a
foul-mouthed parrot.
A sassy parrot. Let's call her Jessie the sassy parrot. So this is a parrot who was stranded on a rooftop in London, and when a firefighter came to rescue her, he was told to tell her, like, I love you, so that it calms her down and that, like, she'll be more willing to come to you, because the owner thought that she'd been injured because she'd been stuck on this rooftop for 3 days. And so the firefighter went up to her and said, Jessie, I love you, let me help you. And the parrot just told him to F off. It flew to the next roof.
That is crazy.
It's hysterical. So now this story has been making the buzz all over the world. So his owner posted a video of the parrot apologizing. Take a look at the video.
Jessie, what do you want to say to the fire brigade that helped you come home? Do you want to say anything to them? You gonna say thank you? Jess? You gonna say thank you? You love them?
What a story! All right, grandmas and unicorns don't mix.
So this is also really funny. This is a group of 5 women who went riding on a inflatable unicorn. So you know that those are like really, really popular now. There's pool toys. You can even put like your little beer in them and stuff. So there's a massive one that this group of women decided to buy, and they went onto the Lake of Minnesota, and then they actually got stuck in the weeds there. And 2 people from the sheriff's department were actually driving by and thought it was funny, and they wanted to come out and take a picture with them. And then they realized that these ladies were stranded. So one of the police officers is busy helping them out of the river, of the lake, and another one is taking the video, which we have. Take a look.
All right, who's catching?
Oh, Jesus. Okay. Got it. Win it. Wow. And the cops save us. Hey, this is a good, look at this.
Okay, so the second largest theme park in France, called Puy du Fou, if I'm pronouncing that right, has now trained 6 intelligent crows to come and pick up garbage after, you know, the people who are there, because theme parks get nasty after a long day. And they're specifically trained to pick up cigarette butts and all sorts of little scraps, and then they bring them to this garbage disposal thing where when they are place the trash inside, then they get a treat. So it's it's training these crows. And
which, by the way, when you see them here, they always have things in their mouth in the ground. And I've studied this, and they don't reap nor sow, which means they don't eat. So they can do this and not.
So that's why they were specifically trained to do this. And the owner of the theme park is actually, he trained the crows in the hopes that it would actually train the people who come visit the theme park,
or train so that they would be more to pick up the butts off of the beach. Please.
Yes, I agree.
All right, speaking of crows, we got goats.
We do have
on
goats.
The loose.
Yes, homeowners Friday morning woke up at 7 a.m. in a small neighborhood in Idaho to about 100 wild goats running around their front yards. They were eating weeds off the bushes and flowers, and they pulled up exactly to the front door, and homeowners were, of course, shocked. They called animal control to be like, what the heck is going on, guys? Animal control came, except they didn't have a truck large enough to take all of these goats. The owner finally showed up a few hours later, and it turns out that the animals are actually part of a land clearing company called We Rent Goats. So it's like a gardening system, but
so it's a symbiotic relationship to help clean up weeds.
And they had broken away.